Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted to, but in order to understand what's going on, let's go back to the beginning. As you can see right here, this thing has been sitting in the ground for a long time. There's already pieces that have been forming to it, cementing to it. You can see some threads right there. It looks like there's a hole through right there. It could have been a locking pin. It's not really a full bolt though, because these ends are rounded and these ones are flat, so I think this was like a lock pin for something. I thought about it long and hard. What can I do with this? I wasn't going to throw it back in the river, but I decided, you know what? I'm going to repurpose it. I'm going to make a new shifter for my ATV. Look how shiny that came out for an old corroded pin found in the river. Things are looking up now. So now where do I go from here? After many hours of machining, I still got a plan. So originally when I machined this down, the longer side here was going to be for the thumb handle for the shifter, and it fits good in your hand. As I kept machining it down to get rid of all the corrosion and pitting that went through that old pin, by the time I got it down, this piece actually became too narrow to use in my shifter rod. But then I started looking at my Factor 55 that I built for my Jeep a long time ago. I still haven't mounted it. I think I'm just going to end up painting it and then putting it on. And I decided, you know what I'm going to do with this? I decided I'm going to make a little rigging device for my quad when I'm out in the bush. Basically this end is going to have that attachment, and then the other side, we're kind of like a Factor 55, except I'm going to put an eye bolt through there. Now with the eye bolt, you can attach to it with another clevis, or if you have a hook, and then that way the eye bolt gives you some movement to play. And then with that, I think that might work out alright, especially if you're stuck and you need to winch onto a tree. I got like a small sling I can wrap around, attach it to that, instead of wrapping my winch cable around the tree. I think that's going to work out. So a failed project could possibly turn into something good. Fingers crossed. I need to get some more parts. Alrighty, let's see if we can make some chicken soup out of chicken shit. So I got a clevis right here. And we're going to use a end mill. Punch a hole through there, attach that. And then I'm going to drill. I'm going to cut these threads off and tap that down. This, however, use at your own risk, because it's an eye bolt, but there's no weight limit stamped on it, which means it's just for fun and games. As you can see right here, this one here is rated for 1.5 ton. This, on the other hand, could bust at like 50 pounds, or it could bust at 1,000 pounds. Use at your own risk. It's going to be used on my ATV. I think I might be safe. That's some hard frickin' metal, I tell you. But I already had some chicken shit going on, and I've tried to make some chicken soup out of it, but I manufactured something. I gotta find a use for it now. In the end piece, I drilled and tapped it, and what I did is I made a bottoming tap. I took a regular tap and I cut her off and then put it in the grinder. And then kind of rounded the edges a little bit, so you can see right there is how much threads I would have lost. So I tapped it with this one first and then finished off with this one to get the grooves or the threads all the way down to the bottom. And then of course the washers are used to offset how you want this hoop to run, whether you want to run this way or 90 degrees out. It's basically how it's going to roll. Alright, it's motherfucking beer time. Gonna kick back with some Chilkoot from Yukon Brewing. Alright, it's motherfucking beer time. Chilkoot is good beer. Oh yeah. Well, a failed project turned into something, which I will throw it in my ATV bag, and I take the quad out. It may come in handy. I'm not going to paint it. I sprayed it down with this rust and corrosion solution, so it should stay the way it is. I just got to keep coating it every now and then. But I'm going to get going. Too bad the shifter didn't turn out the way I liked it. But I created something from a bolt that was heavily corroded inside of a riverbank. So if you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, I want to thank you guys for watching.